for him specifically, and you already mentioned the buy combo.
Who do you think won the draft on this one?
Ooh, we got the Renekton.
The Renekton into the Gnar.
Into the Gnar. I mean, some
Amazing
people...
though for the bottom lane to have some pressure. Inspired eventually does finish up his invade, and Akali's a little short to follow, so 3v2 for now.
Ooh, Inspired flashing forward past him to get away from the taunt. Someday has to flash away now as well. But Evil Geniuses spent way too much time messing around for a blue buff. The Poro tries to get away, but he's never going anywhere. Maple picks it up, and TSM get a 2-kill start.
Maple with the uppercut on that annoying Sejuani, invading Boogie for a good minute. The dragon in compensation.
That is a very early dragon. 5.5 minutes in means that Evil Geniuses is going to guarantee there's no handshake neutral objective trade, as we've seen so much in previous weeks of the LCS. Both games, Boogie seeing if he might be able to succeed, where Inspired failed at the top side. Bush gank, flash to guarantee that he lands the Q, and now he's gonna bring in the ulti to lock down the Croc. Someday's trying to run back underneath the turret. He gets a lot of burst back onto Boogie. Someday makes it a 1-for-1. Now, Solo just about has his teleport, but remember, nothing is unleashed yet, except for Evil Genius's playmaking, man. They just find the angle on Maple.
And Solo has teleport advantage. Even though it's pre-14 minutes, you can teleport to the tower. Everybody on the side of EG just chunked out really early on. They don't get a impactful ultimate out of them.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Do you remember back when Galio...
An item. So I want to see the throwdown here. This is going to be about execution. Riftfield used mid for mid push first. Love this from EG. Jojo going to stick around in range as well, but here goes initiation.
Oh, Boogie wanted to go for the Q flash, but he does not connect to the FBI, and he had to use the ulti immediately after, but Chime is already about to die, and Jojo gets him. Now Turtle's gonna try to kite it out. TSM have been absolutely crushed. Holy hell. Disgusting.
Re-engage, turn around, here's another look. Ooh. Flash does not hit the Q damage, first of all. Then the ultimate, Vulcan just lanterns it.
Like those odds at least.
4 versus 1's pretty solid odds there, as long as you're on the 4 side, as Someday will knock down the bottom lane tier 1 turret.
Way too dangerous for them to move in now after that massive swing. And they don't have the necessary setup here. But then your Pixel Brush ward would see it if there was a control ward.
Right.
There's Galio ults.
Okay, Maple arrives to try to save Solo. They land the taunt on Jojo. They want to follow it up with the wallop. But Jojo, with a nice use of stasis there, manages to avoid any potential counterpunch from the side of TS. Still under pressure for the rest of the game. Someday goes in. Sejuani ulti's not going to find a damn thing. Someday disengaging now as Maple's here on the front. Taunts up 2. Someday's low. Someday's gone. TSM finally finding a bit of a fight like they want. Turtle's pretty low. Has to kite back now. Be a little bit more careful. Evil Geniuses collapse from the sides. If the core 3 of Inspired, Vulcan, and FBI get jumped on, TSM stepping up again. Vulcan finds the death sentence, and he finds it onto Maple. Maple tries to get away, but Someday's ready and waiting, and the day is today. Jojo is dominating, and Evil Geniuses are running him down. Wild Turtle stuck in the middle of everybody, and it's a double kill for Aphelios.
Kind of reset, get back to the other side of the map. Jojo doesn't have teleport, and he's going to show top lane. But there was no use of this purple gun throughout this game. Gets a double root that time around. Locks up the kills, and then easy.
They've already got 4 turrets compared to just the 1 of TSM, and the number climbs to 5 as FBI knocks over the... You wanted to see the book.
Yeah. Solo, meanwhile, is going to be Solo versus 3.
Well, let's see what Boogie can do off to the side. Inspired's going to try to reinforce him. FBI getting back here with a Gale Force, but he won't get back enough.
How much can they get back? The Dragon Soul plus 5k gold is quite the hill they have to walk up.
Knock him down. 3.5 minutes till the Elder Dragon spawns. Also remember that with the Kimtech Soul, they're even stronger when they're below half HP for the guys on EG. Jojo's coming around from behind. They're looking to maybe take out Solo here. Maple is ready to try to stop Jojo on the flank, but Jojo just walks right past him. And even if he gets a bite, they can't reel him back in time. As they go for a death sentence there with Vulcan. FBI still just providing the damage. This guy is so scary, man. Just look at that. That was 3 auto attacks of the fire just managing to hit Maple. He's half health.
Yeah.
Gets the death sentence. It's only on to Solo. They throw out Sejuani ulti. They don't find a lot. Boogie's going to be the target here on the very front as Baron is already secured by the evil geniuses. JoJo's in the middle of everything, but Aphelios' ulti nearly one-shots Chime. JoJo stays alive, and EG's now looking to turn this fight back around. FBI is the target. FBI is the man with the plan and about 1,000 health shield. TSM walking down into the bot side river. They now have their eyes on the Elder Drake. JoJo went back. He's got to rejoin with the rest of the team. Chime still half HP.
Exactly. As soon as JoJo does not land that shuriken for the chase, he starts channeling his Baron Empowered Recall. Will come back.
Okay, Someday decides to engage on Wild Turtle, but now he's ready to maybe turn it around. Someday has the maul. Malmortius, Solo with a massive Mega Gnar into the wall, and now TSM's looking for a team fight. Solo keeps chasing. FBI's under pressure, but he's stuck into the stasis. TSM has found the enemy of Aphelios. They've got JoJo stuck in the smoke. He'll barely get away. And Maple and TSM just got free for free.
What was that? EG, Someday, they move up, they engage while JoJo is walking back from base, Flowers. JoJo walking back from base, and TSM are going to be able to get the Elder Dragon. They have to teleport to defend Nexus Turrets.
JoJo's just looking for a potential harassment of the enemy base. He's going to force Solo and Maple to come back and stop him. However, the remaining 3 players of TSM, between Boogie tanking it and having the smite, and then Wild Turtle for the DPS, they will secure the Elder Drake here. I like the move from JoJo to try to get something back, but hold the Elder for another 75 seconds, and they're going to use it to strong-arm EG away from their Tier 2 turret. The goal
Late game are incredibly punishing, and you have to remain vigilant. That's why you are so heavily Zeri. Bloodthirster now completed. That is a full item Zeri.
Holy cow, man. This is potentially a very scary situation, but Boogie has been caught. Nice death sentence. And they're going to force the Guardian Angel. He's going to lose it for free. The item ends up being entirely worthless. Boogie, that was bad, man. They got to be ready to go for this.
That play will be known as the pick in TSM reviews if they lose off this.
FBI trying to stay away from the damage of Wild Turtle's laser. JoJo wants to try to threaten everybody away from the Tier 3 turret. TSM falling back. The mid lane inhibitor exposed. TSM still have 15 more seconds before their jungler is back alive. They're going to lose the inhib in mid lane. JoJo is the Medjai's Soul Stealer, so not quite as high quality as a lot of the other ones, but he still might be able to find it if he can get the angle here. Wild Turtle gets engaged on, but they're still disengaging it for now. Solo's stuck in the middle. He goes into stasis. EG still trying to find an angle, still trying to find the move. Maple goes in for the taunt. They find a lot, but are they able to find enough? Wild Turtle is down. JoJo's able to find the credit. Chime's on the run, and that will do it. EG is gonna take the game.
The assassination is complete. EG will walk straight to the Nexus.
Evil geniuses walk this one in. Honestly, you gotta know they're not happy about the way it went down. They nearly threw this game. They come back and they win it, but they're still having to figure out so much here this split. They will get the dub. They'll go up to 8 wins. And they'll...
Rome, you go the Talia. Looks like they're going to do the match and Rome here. And I would love to look Rome to that bottom lane for sure. So definitely looks like a good option to me.
I want to see Garen with Ignite.
Inspired looking for mid. Might be able to seek out an angle here on Vikla. Yes, they do. The body slam, the flash, the damage, the auto attack, the first blood for plus 500 from the advantages they've earned through their farm.
There's level 6 here.
Oh boy, and he swoops him right on over to Someday's Garen. They pop the silence. Spin to win. Don't forget that. Of no Garen.
I remember it like it was yesterday. 2013. Here we go. Vulcan hits the hook.
Ayla.
Oh,
Ayla. Goodbye.
You got to emote. There it is. There it is. The white flag.
Show. He can instantly burst it. Should be able to finish it off. If Vulcan steals that with a death sentence, he deserves it.
This is also a very, very late first neutral objective.
And him having the Azir ultimate ready is causing FlyQuest to run.
Vulcan goes in, and they're going in after Vikla. Man, they just juggle him around, beat him down. JoJo getting the...
This inspired flash on Gragas, ready for the full combo.
All right, FlyQuest has claimed the dragon. That's going to be their second Drake of the game. Vulcan goes
over him. But honestly, very well done by FlyQuest. That is Back-to-back neutral objectives. Now Vulcan under attack.
Oh, Vulcan's going to be caught in a pretty bad place to be, and Prince getting the money is exactly what...
I would expect a BT, just, you know, you're up against poke Varus' ear, even Gragas to an extent. Like, by all means, EG wants to poke you out.
This time, FlyQuest are not able to interfere with that process, but FlyQuest are going to go ahead and take the trade. You get the Herald, we'll take the best AD carry player in the league. Prince has been a standout performer throughout this entire split. FBI is going to be caught by Spica there, but he has the cleanse so he can get away from the ulti. Impact coming around on the side as Vikla separates them all and inspires the one caught out, but Impact may just be punished. He flashes away from the chickens and escapes with 10 HP. The fight continues and Prince goes forward, but Prince may have been caught. He gets back over the wall. How the hell's he still alive? Finally going to be shut down. Vulcan gets slammed down by the Demacian sword, and now Spica has to run away from the Garen. Sunday's still after him, and he just keeps on spinning and stop the stacks and FlyQuest.
Yep, FBI gets back first as far as the DPS, and JoJo teleport difference is able to burn it down over to the Lantern to put Impact in such a scary spot.
Yeah, that was so back and forth.
A lot of summoner spells bone.
Yeah,
a lot of flashes down and trying to take advantage right now.
Prince gonna get shuffled back into the rest of EG. He's trying to tank it out as long as he can, but it can't be done. JoJo takes him down, and Ayla walks away with another 10 HP escape, but JoJo won't let him get all the way home. A double kill for the Emperor and the mid laner of EG, as now they've got a 5v3, and their sights are set on Barret. They gotta keep Spica in mind, though. Always keep eyes on him, always keep him away. If someday looking to play interference, as they're going to throw JoJo's soldiers back over the wall. Vulcan goes for a hook. Impact goes down below half HP. Another death sentence flies out, but it ain't going to find the mark. Impact trying to deal with Someday and keep him away, so Spica's able to find an angle to enter into the pit, but it ain't going to happen. Someday goes all out. Someday goes all in. There's the execution on Cassante. He presses his ult, and then you just eat him. You don't even got to be Cho'Gath. It's Evil Geniuses getting everything.
I love how much attention EG put on into Cassante. Meanwhile, Vikla gets zoned out by the rest of them. He will shoot.
He loses a lot of his bonus resistances too. I don't even get to talk about it, man. They're already going in. Prince is down, but he's traded away for JoJo. FlyQuest now looking for their chance to punish EG. Vulcan wants to get away. He flashes over the wall. He'll survive, but now Impact is going after Inspired, and he's going all the way. Spica gets the kill, and Someday is split pushing all the way to victory, looking to take down the tier 3 turret in top. He'll get it, and he'll get out.
Into body slam. He doesn't hit the ground. Gragas ult into a zero ult. He's just bouncing all the way to the fountain there.
That was a very good Gragas play. That was not an easy ult to hit.
And then boom, they wombo combo. It's the Impact ulti into the shove from Talia that guarantees the extra kill onto Inspired there from FlyQuest. Now they got to try to defend underneath their tier 2 turret. Gragas ulti flies out. Impact doing a good job there, being that frontliner, being the guy who can soak all this damage. JoJo's not grouped up with the rest of Evil Geniuses. He's pushing over to the side, taking out the tier 2 in mid lane. It's going to buy enough time for the rest of EG to take the tier 2 in the bottom lane. The gold lead expands further, 7.5.
We saw Inspired, JoJo, FBI, Vulcan, everything being...
He's flying like a bat out of hell. Lulu, run, little Lulu, run!
Goodbye, Ayla.
Run, little Lulu, run! FBI gets the money and...
Up for a lot of these mid-game moves where EG are also finding picks, and Someday gonna get his 1v1 teleport out for Impact though.
Oh,
they came back up!
The silence came back! The silence came back! Black Cleaver's ability haste is enough to restore the Q's cooldown just in time to cancel Impact's escape. He wants to flash away, but he knows he can't do it. Someday is so fast, and he just executes him. He knows this is a great time to go after the Baron, but they've got to be aware of Spica. They can't allow this to end up being some sort of YOLO flip on a 50-50. Spica's still trying to hang around. FlyQuest knows they can't just give it away. Prince wants to fire off the Moonlight Vigil, but it ain't gonna do a lot. Holy moly, you gotta be shitting! Picked up. Yes, they're pressuring a tier 2 in top lane, but look at JoJo. He's in the enemy base. He's at the tier 3. He's kicking down the door of FlyQuest's base. He knows he can't stick around for a long time. They're coming to collapse on him. He will not get the entirety of the turret, and EG manages to divert some of the pressure through this method. Ayla sidestepping away from the death sentence as Vulcan wanted to engage and find the enemy support. Now Inspired's here in the front, and Vikla's able to keep him back. JoJo wants his entrance. Spica's gonna keep him away now too. Prince ready to follow up. Breathless here in the front line. He wants to get back. Seismic Shove gonna be flashed away as JoJo stays alive. Prince is on the hunt. FlyQuest right behind him, looking to enable him, looking to allow that AD carry to find the money that he needs to get to win this fight. He has the green gun. He's got the range. Attack range away.
Yeah, that's fine, because Garen used to always get the Mortal Reminder out of his Zeal, but now that's not built out of Zeal anymore, so
it's only auto attacks to my knowledge. Okay, so Garen's got a gun, and FlyQuest have Baron for another 15 seconds.
yeah, Ayla's pretty much the only member susceptible to poke, and
Oh my god, are they gonna flip again? It's a flip.
It's a flip. Can Spica do it again? No, he can't, but he charges over the wall, and now he might just be dead. Spica has a flash that he would be able to escape back over the wall with if he needs to, and yes, he will. Baron over to EG. This is going to lead the charge. FlyQuest are just going for the inside angle on the enemy base. They're saying if you want the dragon, you can take it, because we might be able to find a different angle instead. JoJo may have been caught, but Prince got caught instead. He actually stayed alive, but someday on the Garen, we'll find the flank, and EG run him over. Vikla won't escape, and that's the end of the game right there.
Flowers,
Wow.
you asked Meteos, what would you do if you're the Gragas in this situation? You game-winning initiation onto Prince.
incredible.
Holy moly.
So well
Insane.
played by EG. You know, even JoJo getting engaged on getting that stopwatch off, and it just ended up with FlyQuest being in a really compromising position.
Yeah, they went right for him and inspired. Huge job to chunk him low enough to set it up for that someday flank.
Inspire deserves so much credit this game. Almost all their early game advantages came from his pathing, and Gragas is not easy to play in team fights. Hitting these just max range ultis to knock an Aphelios in, just incredibly good play.
For the second time this split, FlyQuest will fall. Oh! One last